So, hello, how's everybody doing? Now we're tearing down another one. This one we're tearing down is Lost in Space, okay? And then I'm going to tell you about the new one, the next one that I have up. I don't know why this thing here. So, anyway, I hope everybody's doing all right and everything's going here fine. And like I said, we're tearing down outer space. Outer space? Was it outer space? No. Lost in space. Okay, lost in space. And then we have another one. And what did I learn from this one? Well, the last one's like, what was the last one? It was, puzzle. And then I got into this one because it's getting like deep, okay? And I was going to go deeper because I wanted to do, because it's just leading me somewhere. And I wanted to go next one. I wanted it to be, what was it? I wanted it to be, which I'm going to do, but I'm just not going to do it after this one, just to get out of this kind of like feeling. Because I did puzzle, which was like, it was like so intricate. I had to write and do all the puzzle, the little, pieces of puzzle, which was like really intense. And like all the other art. And then this one was Lost in Space, and it was even getting deeper because, you just have all the space and everything is dark, and then you have to bring up something in a light, and it had to be conceptual a little bit and had to look well. And then I look at it's supposed to be like a black hole there, and then I wanted to do some things that happen in space. And then I wanted to do, which led me to another deep one, kind of deep, it doesn't have to be, but what was the next one I wanted to do? Oh, writing on the wall. I wanted to do it after this one, but then I said, wait, let's just do something, because I have one that's already done, I think I already told you, that I already, planned for, and that one is, it's paper mache. Okay, so like I said, I was going into this direction to where it's deep, 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 and you have to come up with all these, like, not dark concepts, but very deep concepts, Deep and dark is probably the same thing, because in the dark, which is not bad, I'm not talking about in a bad sense, I'm saying in a sense to where you have to find things because it's dark, so you have to find light somewhere. It could be anywhere. So anyway, I just didn't want to go in that direction. Which I'm going to do, writing on the wall, but I decided to do paper mache. Both of them were planned. I'm just bringing up paper mache next. So the next thing we usually talk about is, what did I learn from this one? What did I learn from this one? Well, I learned a lot about darkness, like in space, and you don't really you can have a perception, but the perception is totally different. Everything doesn't stick together. I mean, what I'm trying to say is everything doesn't like connect with each other because everything is really so far away, like in space. And when you put something down unless the paper is not we're talking about darkness or black, so you can't really connect things together, So you have to really use your imagination a lot. And then when someone's looking at it, they won't look at the whole thing, I don't think, unless, you really, really, really do a very deep, I'm just saying from what I learned from it. So some people probably could do it much better. But anyway, like I said, everything was individual. I mean, you see the black hole, what I decided to be a black hole. And then this planet or something with all these stars around it, that's just another thing. And then this sun thing or whatever was another thing. And then I tried to bring it together by putting stars everywhere and some gases over here. But everything was pretty much separate because, like, it's space, and like I said, you're not going to see a perception like you would with light, you know, what we're used to seeing with light. And that's, what else did I learn from it? Oh, I also learned something technical about the physics of putting this thing together. Before this, I had the tape. I don't know if you saw it, but there was tape. I taped the black on paper, and I had to tape the creases. But then I had to do it again because you could see the tape too well, and it was like taken away from how I was going to put a structure or something. I'm making something. I got to make sure everything works. So I had to make it more of to where you just see the black and you couldn't see the seams. Of course, there's still seams in here, but I put some Elmer's glue and I put another black on here so it kind of hid the seams. And that's pretty much all I learned from it. It was nice doing it. The music turned up. It was different doing the music with it because it wasn't about one thing. It was about, like, for instance, like most of the Animars I do, it's about one specific thing. But when I got to Lost in Space, I found it really free. I could really relate a lot of things. I'm cooking this thing. I hope it doesn't, because I don't want to get off screen, and I don't like to interrupt my YouTubes. So anyway, what we're going to do now is I'm going to take it down, tear it down. I don't know how long this one's going to be. I think it's going to be easy. And the next one is going to be, like I said, paper mache. It's going to look as much like paper mache as possible, okay? I mean, I'm not going to do everything the way they do with the paper mache, but I'm going to have to do it in a certain way because this is flash art. I mean, in flash art, we deal with time. Of course, you know, we have a certain allotted time. It's going to be attached to music later on in Animar, so that's another thing. And our physics are we're developing our physics for flash art. Okay, so those are three basic things. I'm sure there's other things because we have the rules and stuff that we were talking about, but that deals with the physics. Okay, so now I'm just gonna tear it down, but I'm trying to find the easiest way to tear it down, and I think because I got these corners up, I mean I could take the top paper off, but I want to do it I'm sorry to put my back, as easy as possible. Like I could, just like, and this also when I'm tearing it down, that's part of the lesson. You're learning from this. I tried to explain that everything is important. I wouldn't put it in a YouTube if it wasn't. When I pick up a piece of paper, it's there. I'm doing something. I utilize everything I'm doing. It's not a drudgery or anything because I've been doing it so long. If you know about my American yoga, you'll pretty much see what I mean when I'm talking about this. Okay, so anyway, so if I turn this off, I mean this has glue, so I don't want to do that because I know that even though there's two papers in here, the glue is sticking too well, okay? So let's just try and take it off. Oh, look at it. Can you believe it? It really comes off very easily. Okay. So let's try that. Then we can get on the other one. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to put this timer on. I need to know what time it is. Let me see something. Okay, it's 9:01, I think. And I forgot my glasses, but I think it's 9:01. So I have to... Actually, I can use a timer from here. And I know how much time I have to use these. I'm not really worried about that. I'm sorry for putting that in it, but It's just something I was worried about. So anyway, this comes off. Oh, look at it. See? It comes off so well. And then I decided, I got some boxes I'm gonna put it in. I'm not gonna keep it at all. Just fold it up. Okay. Fold it up. And then I'm gonna put it in, not trash, but box. Put it in some kind of a box. And then we can get right on to the next one. So this is easy to tearing down. I didn't realize it was gonna be that easy. You gotta make sure. There we go. It's done. I enjoyed it. Like I said, when you have flash art, it's something new all the time. You always have something to look at that's different, you know, and it really helps you out. I don't really know the specifics and how it helps you out, but it does. Anything kind of like art, because you see new things, and the things that you see, you're visualizing internally, and it helps you. It's entertainment. That's what I'm going to say. That's the biggest point I want to make. So now, this is what we're going to do for the paper mache. I can't make it that heavy. And this I bought in like a hardware store. They had it and it was really cheap. So I got one of these. This is a tablecloth, and we used this before once. Now, as far as the physics, this air conditioner is coming on, so I got to speak a little bit louder. As far as the physics of it, which is a very important part of I hope that's all right. Okay, as far as the physics of it, okay, a very important part of this flash art. I was, because I'm worried about it, because the paper mache, not going to be heavy. I'm going to make sure it's not that heavy, but it has to stick on the wall. But I was thinking to myself, would it fall off? And then I was saying to myself, then I was thinking or figuring out, I don't know how to say it properly, that it's not really stuck. It's not really, I don't really have to worry about the weight of it, because the paper, because it's, this plastic is going to be like snug against the wall. So it's not like it's carrying it, just as long as I don't put too much paper mache on it. Now I want, this is really big. I don't think I want to make a whole paper mache with this size. So what I'm doing is I wanted to make it out of a square. So I'm going to cut some of this. Okay, so I think this would be still too big, but I think I'm going to go for that, around this, let me see, around this size. We don't measure, and we don't worry so much about measuring things. So how am I going to do that? What I'm going to do is I'm going to put this up, I'm going to take this, and I got this very heavy duty tape. I just got this from the store. I have other masking tape, but I just wanted something that was very wide. And I got Elmer's glue for the paper mache. I know paper mache can be done with flour, but I don't want to do that because of the flash art and the time consuming in this flash art. It has to be done pretty soon because I have to do the music on it. So anyway, I got this tape like this, and I'm going to put it up, and then I'm going to cut it. So I'm going to put a little piece of it up, put the corner up, do this. Do I put a center? Now I'm just figuring it out as I'm going along. What I was thinking, it's got so much thing on it. I decided just now, to put the center first. Okay? And then I'm gonna put the corner, and then we're gonna cut it in like a square. I hope it's all right here. Okay. So I'm gonna put that up and this. Up on the corner. Okay. And then I'm gonna put another corner. Oh, I hope I didn't get off screen. You know I don't like to get off screen. Yeah, it's all right. Okay, am I off? I don't want to get off screen. You can still see me. And then I'll put this up for a long time. Okay, so we have that up. And now I'm going to cut it. And a lot of this is friction that's holding it up, which helps out a lot. So I guess I'm going to cut it like right there. Okay? And then I can use the rest of it, and I'm still on, right? And use the rest of it for something else. I like when the scissors do that, when they just cut just like that so easily. And that's it. Okay. But you know what I forgot? I forgot the paper. I wanted to show you how I was going to, because I got the paper, newspaper. You use newspaper for paper mache, most likely. And I don't have any newspaper around, and I'm not getting off the screen. Okay. And the Elmer's glue, I got the tape just now today, and the Elmer's glue was 25 cents for each tube. And I was like, what? Is anything that less expensive nowadays? Well, I didn't get Elmer's glue. I got the store brand. The Elmer's glue was 50 cents. That was on sale. And the store brand was 25 cents. So I just got the 25 cent one. Thank you very much. So I'm putting this up for another time because we don't need this part. Okay. And this is good for something else. I'll put this over here. But my only problem is that I wanted to get some, I have to get some, anyway, I'm not going to think about it yet. I'm going to wait. And then I'm going to decide how I'm going to get off screen and get that paper. Okay. Okay, so now we're going to look at cut bunchy. I'm going to do the sides, do the corners. I'm just fastening the corners, and I kind of like get off screen. I'm paranoid about that. Okay, but I'm going to jump off screen to get this paper. Okay, and that's what we have. Now I'm going to make a, let's put this a little bit further up. Okay, I don't know if you can still see it, but you're going to see it pretty soon because And I got the paper right there. I'm going to try and jump over there and get it. But anyway, let's worry about this first. I'm not obviously okay. Here, now that's better. I'm going to do the border. Remember, it doesn't have to be like perfect. And actually, I gotta make sure it's reinforced. So I gotta double that or something. There. That's at the bottom. Down a bit. I'm almost sure you can still see me now. Okay. Now I have to reinforce it. So I gotta double this. I gotta make sure. Even if it goes off a little bit, I want to do that. Reinforce it. Reinforce it here. Reinforce it. And reinforce it. And I'm going to put one at the top. And I'm not worried about the way it looks. I'm not worried about how it's kind of cringly. And that's it. Okay, now we have to, I'm going to just move this a little bit, and then I'm going to get this thing and get this paper so I didn't have to get off screen at all. It's here. I'm here. There we go. So now we got, I'm just paranoid about getting off screen. Okay. So now, there's another thing I have to do. This is just a testing, okay? Not a testing, but it's just to show you what I'm going to do, okay? And I'm going to take this paper, and I'm going to cut it in slices. Just like they would do on a paper mache. So I'm going to get thin ones. And I'm going to get thick ones. And there's something else I want to say, is that I'm going to use this one again. The next one is going to be utilized. It's going to be primary colors. I'm going to try and do this. And after I do the paper mache and do the Animar on the paper mache, I'm going to paint it with and make it into the next Animar, which is going to be primary colors. So you know the next two now. The first one, which is paper mache, and then after that one is going to be made into primary colors. So let's work with this now. We have our glue. Now, I got the concept of paper mache. If you're familiar with paper mache, you know you put, like I said, you put flour and you put water, okay? And however, like we did in school a lot, I think we used like a water-based glue, like an Elmer's glue or a white glue, and you mix it with water. That's another way to do it. But like I said, this is flash art, so we have to change the physics. We're making our own physics or developing a physics for the flash art. So a paper mache is going to be done differently in flash art. What I want to do is I'll show you what I'm going to do. I'm just going to put this anywhere, okay? So I'm going to put the glue, then have this like this. And then just like have it stick on, okay? And then what I'm gonna do is later on, doesn't really have to, it's not really a big deal. And then later on, what I'm going to do, because it's about paper mache, that's it, the idea. It doesn't have to be, there's a lot of things that you can make with paper mache, but this Animar is just paper mache. And I said, I have to do, I want to develop this one from paper mache into primary colors, okay? So, I'm just going to show you some, so I'm kind of, this is an idea of a paper mache for flash art. And then I can put another one here, with this paper, and just pretty much make some kind of design. Just to show that it's paper mache. Okay, then you have that one. And then there's a thinner one. Okay. We're gonna make it thin. And I guess I can put this one, I wanna put this one here. Because it's coming up this hole. I don't know, I'm trying to turn it a little bit, you know, and that's it. Okay? And that's the whole idea of the paper mache. So I did some of them, and then later on, like I said, maybe you want me to do a little bit more. Okay, here, sorry. I guess we can cross it. Let's see a little bit more. Maybe I'll do the center with you all. So I got more. There. Very simple for now. So I'm actually just I'm sticking it to the wall, and then I'm going to like brush it or sponge it over with glue. Okay? So we're going to do a few more, and this is important, like I told you. If you understand everything is important. We'll probably use all of these, and then that's going to be it for this. Using all these pieces that I cut. No specific way. It's all paper mache, all paper, newspaper. You know? And I'm making it very thin. Do I fill it up? I mean, do I fill everything up with the paper? I think so. But I'll decide that later. almost finished with this. I guess not all paper mache is used with newspaper, I don't think, but all the ones that I remember is done with. Now, do I cover everything up? I guess so. I'm not sure, but you'll find out when we come back and do the. Is it going to be a design of something? I don't know yet. Sometimes I change things up, you know. When I get off screen here and figure out something else, sometimes it changes. Okay. I'm going to finish this. This is a very important part of the tearing down and showing you what's up next. This one kind of turned, and I'm still going to keep it. Now I have some drip. It seems like it's dripping some of them, but that doesn't make a difference. I don't want to make it that heavy. I don't think it's a problem, but we're almost finished with this. Okay. And the idea is just to show paper mache. That's all. It's not, it's like I said, there's no, I'm going to try and do a curved one. Let's see what happens. Curve it. That's funky. Okay, that's pretty neat. And of course I'm going to come up with some things when I start doing it on my own. And I guess I'll do another curved one. That was pretty interesting. Okay. And that's it. And that's all the paper I got for now. So thanks a lot for joining me. You want to see a close up? It looks like a nice design. Okay, and that's our first start of our paper mache. So thanks a lot for joining me. And next time you see it, I'm just going to have it on that, you know, just, I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to let you view it. So thanks a lot for coming by. And we're going in the right direction with this flash art. It's developing. So next time I'm going to see you as far as this part of the program is. It's going to be, I don't know the Animar. I don't have to worry about that one. But the flash art, I think it's number 8. Okay, thank you very much. And check and see, if this is your first time, check the other art that I have and how this channel developed into, as far as this section is concerned, how it developed into flash art. Thank you very much. See you later. Bye-bye.